So you think about buying a home in Palm Beach Gardens and you want to make the right decision and you want to understand the pros and cons about living in Palm Beach Gardens. In today's video, I want to give you the entire breakdown of everything you need to know before making a move to this wonderful city. I'm going to talk about a wide range of topics, including the location, the schools, is it a good place for families? Is it a safe place to live? The job opportunities, things to do, housing, taxes, public transportation, and so much more. Palm Beach Gardens is located in the northern section of Palm Beach County, Florida, and it's just 15 to 25 minutes away from downtown West Palm Beach, about 35 minutes from Boca Raton, and approximately 55 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale. The two closest airports include Palm Beach International Airport, which is about 15 to 25 minutes away, and the Fort Lauderdale International Airport is about 1 hour away. Palm Beach Gardens is home to approximately 60,000 residents currently, and about 75% of those residents own their own home, making this a great place to purchase a home. The economy is very strong, and the median income is just above $99,000 here. It has some of the best schools, close to 100 of the best restaurants you'll ever find, low crime, plenty of outdoor activities for the children are just a few of the pros to calling Palm Beach Gardens home and why so many people are moving to this area. And we're going to get started on today's video right now. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about living in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, or the surrounding areas of Palm Beach County, make sure you hit the subscribe button below, tap that bell notification so that you are the first to get notified when new videos come out about the current market and some of the best neighborhoods in the area. If you want to hear the honest truth about living in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, or the surrounding areas of South Florida with no sugarcoating, my name is David Rogers. I'm the owner and broker of Rogers Realty Group, and I encourage you to call, text, or shoot me an email anytime. All my contact information will be in the description below and throughout the video. Now let's head over to the pros of living in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. One of the first pros about Palm Beach Gardens, Florida is the schools. If you have children, I know that schools play an important part of the decision making when moving to a new town or city. Now, because schools are a touchy subject, I do have to advise that all viewers watching this video, please perform your own research to determine if these schools meet your expectations that you want for your children. Now, Palm Beach Gardens offers 4 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. These are the public schools here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Each of these schools were given an A rating from the Florida Department of Education, and as well, Palm Beach County also maintained its A rating and outperformed all of the nearby counties, which include Martin County, St. Lucie, and nearby Broward County. The school board also just approved the highest pay increases in 25 years with an average increase of 7% that soon goes into effect. This is also on top of the previous 2 school years where teachers received an average of a 3.5% pay increase. Palm Beach County Schools offers a choice program as well. Check in the description below for the links to the school board website for more information about this. Now, the 4 elementary schools include Alamanda, Palm Beach Gardens, Marsh Point, and Timber Trace. And the 2 middle schools include Howell L. Watkins and Watson B. Duncan. And finally, the 2 high schools include Palm Beach Gardens High and William T. Dwyer High School, which most people here just say Dwyer. Now, if you choose to send your children to a private school, there are plenty of options located in Palm Beach Gardens and many more within 15 to 25 minutes away. Some of these schools include Trinity Christian School and the Benjamin School, which is also where Tiger Woods' son attends and plays golf and is already winning golf tournaments. You also have a few more A-rated private schools nearby, which include the King's Academy, Oxbridge Academy, and the Score Academy. Now, the next pro about living here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, it's a very safe place to live. If you're looking for a safe place to live and raise a family, then Palm Beach Gardens, Florida should be on top of your list if you're looking to move to South Florida. The overall crime rate is very low here and is one of the safest places to live in all of Palm Beach County, Florida. Surely you're going to have that petty crime anywhere you live. But even these numbers are relatively low here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, when compared to the national averages. Now, this doesn't mean you get to go around leaving your doors unlocked and your purse in the front seat and not expect something to happen sooner or later. But again, this is also why so many residents love living here, and they know their children are safe when walking and riding their bikes through the neighborhoods alone. Now, another big pro is the influx of new companies who moved or expanded to the surrounding areas of Palm Beach County in recent years, which in return have brought with them lots of higher paying jobs for many of the locals living here. Between 2017 and 2022, Palm Beach County was buzzing with new investments as 140 companies relocated or expanded to Palm Beach County with the assistance of the Palm Beach County Business Development Board. During this time, companies brought in $1.12 billion in capital investment and 13,000 direct jobs were created or retained for local residents. The top 5 industries included life sciences, distribution, logistics, manufacturing, financial services, and aviation, aerospace, and engineering. Now, another pro about moving to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida is good for business owners. Florida's tax structure is more business friendly than other states. Florida has no personal income tax. It has a low 5.5% corporate tax rate, no payroll tax. Florida is also an attractive location for pass-through entities, including LLCs, just like my real estate company, and S corporations. There's no inheritance taxes and no intangible taxes. And the list just goes on why so many people are moving to Florida for business reasons and opening up business here. Now, another big pro about moving to Florida in general, we have no state income tax. Florida also ranked the 5th lowest in the country when it comes to the overall tax burden on its residents at only 6.33%. Now, another big pro about considering purchasing and owning a home here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, or anywhere in Florida for that matter, Florida has the Save Our Homes for people that homestead their property as their primary residence. And what this does, it puts a cap on the yearly increase in taxable value. Generally, it's around 3%. So that is one of the biggest pros about owning and purchasing a home here in Florida in general, if you're gonna live here permanently and homestead your property. In my opinion, one of the biggest pros about living here in South Florida, it's our weather. I know many viewers watching this video always say, Florida doesn't have 4 seasons, and that's true. But we also don't freeze off our butts during the winter months like the rest of you. Now, having warmer weather year-round also allows us to get out and enjoy the outdoors 365 days a year. Palm Beach Gardens is also home to some of the best public and private golf courses that you can play year-round. Palm Beach County is considered one of the best fishing destinations in Florida and why it's also called the sailfish capital of the world. Now, Palm Beach County is also home to 47 miles of beaches, which spans from Jupiter to Boca Raton. And whether you just enjoy walking the beach, snorkeling, or smelling the salt air, or just getting up early just to watch the sunrise, you will enjoy paradise here. We also have 87 parks that offers everything you can imagine. Hiking trails, boating, fishing, camping, sightseeing, splash parks, water skiing, radio-controlled parks, roller hockey rinks, and you also have many wildlife refuges and sanctuaries, which are usually a hit for the children, and they always have a blast seeing all the different types of animals. All right, I told you I was going to talk about taxes here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So let's talk a little bit about property taxes here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The current millage rate on average is around 18.2, and basically how that breaks down, for every $1,000 your home is assessed at, you're going to pay $18.20 per thousand. If the home is worth $100,000, you're going to pay $1,820. So you can just keep adding up those numbers to get a better idea of what the property taxes will be. Now, one of the biggest cons for many people moving to Palm Beach Gardens or Florida in general is they worry about hurricanes. Yes, hurricanes do cause a lot of damage when it's a direct hit, or the areas are close to large bodies of water, like the ocean, the intercoastal rivers and lakes that seem to rise and flood the surrounding neighborhoods during these storms. Now, the storm surge causes the majority of all the damages to homes during a hurricane, and yes, you will see trees get knocked down, roofs torn off, cars flipped over just from the high winds. Now, depending on the age of the home and the type of construction and where the home is located, this will also play an important part whether the home gets minimal damage or completely destroyed during a strong hurricane. Now, this takes me on to our next con in today's video. Now, the second biggest con of owning a home or property here in Florida as a whole is the higher than average insurance rates compared to the rest of the United States. Now, the closer you live to the ocean or the farther south you live in Florida in areas like the Florida Keys, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and even up to West Palm Beach areas, you plain and simply are going to pay more for insurance to live here. But the good news is that yearly insurance prices are actually lower overall in Palm Beach County than those who live in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and the Keys. The best advice to give to buyers looking to move here is to do your research, make sure the home you're buying has a newer roof, full hurricane protection, which includes either storm panels and/or hurricane impact windows and doors, even including the garage doors. This will help keep your insurance rates lower. There are also a handful of other factors that will affect your insurance rates, including the age of the home, age of the roof, type of plumbing the home has, and is it located in a flood zone, and how close to the ocean the home is located. The overall cost of housing, either purchasing or renting in Palm Beach Gardens, is surely one of the top cons about living here for the locals. Now, compared to California or New York, prices are very reasonable here. But if you're born and raised in Palm Beach Gardens, many locals just can't afford to call this place home anymore. And many choose to move to nearby areas like Stewart, Palm City, Port St. Lucie, where the overall cost of housing is just much more affordable. Now, here's a quick breakdown of current prices if you are thinking about buying or renting in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The median sales price so far in 2023 hit $635,000 as of the date of this video, and the lowest priced property on the local MLS was a 1-1 condo priced at $185,000. The lowest priced townhome currently listed is a 2-2 townhome priced at $339,900, and the lowest priced single family home was $379,900, and that was for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. Yes, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. Now, realistic prices for a single family home start around $650,000, but you will find homes priced between $600,000 and $1 million, while the largest percentage of homes will cost you $1 million and higher to live in some of the more desired communities within Palm Beach Gardens or anything on the water. Now, if you choose to rent, you are not getting any relief here either, with the starting price for a 1-1 apartment is near $2,000 per month. 2 bedrooms start around $2,400 per month. Now, if you prefer to rent a house, expect to pay anywhere from $4,500 to $10,000 plus in today's market. Now, this next con is usually overlooked: gas or electric. This is one of the biggest cons for many of you moving here from another state where you are used to having gas stoves, water heaters, and ranges. A big majority of the homes located in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, do not have gas. You will find that most homes have electric water heaters, electric stoves, ranges, and electric dryers. This does not say you can't make changes to convert the home you're considering buying once you move here, but in some cases, depending on the neighborhoods and/or HOA rules, they may not allow this. So just keep this in mind when buying a home here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Now, the next con is if you're going to live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, this is not considered to be a walkable city. Everything is spread out, and you need to either drive or catch an Uber or use public transportation to get to and from your destination. Now, while there are some areas in Palm Beach Gardens you could walk from your front door to the grocery store, the fitness center, restaurant, shopping, maybe get a haircut, most of the area you need transportation. Now, living in Palm Beach Gardens is a totally different lifestyle compared to living in areas like New York, San Francisco, Chicago, Boston, Washington, D.C. when it comes to walkability. Now, this is another con that I hear from time to time. One of the cons that I hear from people moving from other states, they overlook that if they live in Palm Beach Gardens or the surrounding areas of Palm Beach County, Florida, is how lackluster the overall public transportation here really is. It's not horrible. It could be improved for those residents who don't drive or just can't afford the cost of owning a car. Now, if you don't plan on having a car when you relocate to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, below is a list of public transportation services to help you navigate throughout Palm Beach County and as far away as Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Now, first you have the Palm Tran, which is a good option to get in and around Palm Beach County. Reasonable fees for a one-way ride is $2 currently. They have a $5 daily pass and a monthly pass of $71. Now, you also have the Tri-Rail, which spans 71 miles from nearby Riviera Beach all the way south to Miami, and it has a total of 18 different stops. This is a good option for people going down to the arena, somewhere down in Miami. Now, tell me what you think. Leave comments below if you would need to use public transportation or not if you move to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Now, another big con for most of you that move here from out of state or the northern states, our weather is hot. It gets hot and humid here in South Florida. We don't get 4 seasons. And our fall weather most of the time seems just like a mild summer. Now, during the summer months, it gets hot and sticky, upwards of 95 degrees and even hotter. Your AC runs nonstop. You feel like you're going to bake most days while driving your car. But on a bright note, we usually get these short afternoon rainstorms that cool things off just for a few minutes before the humidity kicks right back in. Now, while the rest of the country is wearing 3 layers of clothes in the winter months, most of us that live here are still walking around in shorts and t-shirts with flip-flops. And guess what? We don't have to shovel snow off our driveways every morning like most of you watching today's video. So I guess the weather really isn't that bad after all. Leave comments below what you think about our weather here in South Florida. Well, that wraps up today's video about the pros and cons of moving to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Tell me what you thought about today's video, and if it was super informative, take the time to leave comments below or smash that like button. It really helps get this video in front of more viewers just like yourself. I know a lot of you still have questions in regards to moving here, and I encourage you to reach out to me anytime. You can find all of my contact information down below in the description, or you can call me anytime at 561-660-0154, or shoot me an email at info@davidjrogers.com, and we'll see you on the next video.